everybody? It's Ep10. Let's talk about it. This is Scandal Season 7, Episode 10. Alright, y'all, this episode was a really good episode. Like, I'm hyped because finally we get what we want out of Scandal, okay? We got a shake-up. We got some things that we didn't expect. So, let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, this episode had a fantastic soundtrack. It was Janet Jackson the whole way through, and I was here for it. So, she stepped out the room, you know, feeling freshly, you know what I'm saying? Steps out the room in the morning feeling good, looking good, and she's with Fitz. So Fitz tells her that he asked her if she wants to go to Vermont just to have a little quick weekend. So she says yes, she'll go to Vermont. So they get on the plane. It's a real cute little montage, you know, her putting her head on the shoulder. It was a nice little tender moment. We don't get a whole lot of that from Olivia and Fitz anymore. So when they arrive to Vermont, she gets off. She's looking at how peaceful everything looks, and she looks all happy and content, and then she realizes that, guess what, everybody is there. Huck comes out, Abby comes out, David comes out, Marcus comes out, everybody that has anything to do with Olivia Pope, all the gladiators, they all come out. And so she promptly throws a little temper tantrum. She's frustrated, and she goes into the room and locks the door. Back at the White House, Cyrus has spilled all the tea about what's going on with President Rashad to Millie, and Millie is pissed. She wants to see Olivia. She wants to know where she at. You know, she wants to know everything about that. This whole episode, Jake is trying to find Olivia. Millie contacts Jake and tells him that she needs to find Olivia Pope as soon as possible, or she's gonna fill that whole pool in with cement because she can't be implicated in him killing Rashad. She says, he says, I know she killed Rashad or whatever, but I need to talk to her to find out what the reason is. Jake, this whole episode, he's looking for her. He's trying to figure out where she is or whatever. So she said, if you don't find her, I'm gonna fill in this pool and you gonna be in it. So Jake promptly goes to Cyrus's office and push him up against the wall and say, listen, I will slit your throat. Your secretary will come in here and find you with 2 slit wrists with your own knife. Don't think I won't do it. Try me if you want to and see what happened. And Cyrus was like, listen, I done been to prison, bitch. I done been beat up. All type of stuff done happened to me in my life. I done played this game of chicken before. So guess what? I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. I was like, come on, Cyrus. That's what I'm talking about. He had a little spark in him because he been kind of new to these past couple seasons. What y'all think? Cute, we got a little fire from him, and he was like, you know, Jake backed off and went on about his business. Throughout the part of the episode where she was in Vermont, everyone goes to the door to try to talk to her. First is Abby, because when they confronted her in the living room, she basically read everybody for filth and was like, you know, we've all killed people. I mean, like I said, Fitz killed Judge Cancer. Abby almost had Olivia killed. You got her kidnapped or whatever last in season 4, right? Season 4 or 5, one of them seasons, and Huck done killed up the whole world, child. Everybody in the room done killed somebody or had something to do with something that's shady. So Olivia threw all of that in their face. So each one of them took the time to go to her room and try to talk to her. Abby went in there to try to talk to her. It didn't work. Marcus goes to try to talk to her, and later he talks to Fitz on the porch talking about how he bought the house for them, and he thought they would be able to sit out there one day like they sit together for the minute, you know, the minute thing they do where they just hold hands and be quiet for 1 minute. That doesn't work. And then Huck goes to talk to her, and Olivia's in the room. The only person she opens the door for is Huck, and so she tells Huck, you know, I need you. Help me get out of here. You're my gladiator. You the reason why I started saying the words gladiator. And Huck turns to her and rejects her for the first time ever, and I was so damn happy when he said, I'm not your gladiator anymore. I don't serve you anymore. You're not the same person that you used to be, you know. And so he leaves her. Thank God. Finally, he walks away from Olivia and stop being her little bitch and do whatever she wants him to do. After that, Fitz comes to the room, and y'all, I just want somebody to love me like Fitz love Olivia. Okay, he gives her chance after chance after chance. He loves this woman unconditionally. Okay, so he goes to the room and tell her that, you know, he'll always be there for her. He's not going to leave her no matter what. It's okay for her to admit that she was wrong. She's too smart to know that she's too smart to not know that she's wrong. You know, she's always right. So she knows that she's wrong for what she's doing, and you know, he's always going to be there for her. He's not going to leave her X, Y, and Z. So eventually he leaves too. No, let's get back to Quinn, Charlie, and Papa Pope. So at the beginning of the episode, we did start with them, you know, her pulling them off of Papa Pope and saying, you know, he's protecting me or whatever. It was like a weird, freaky, like Stockholm Syndrome type of thing going on, because he was just about to kill you last week, but I guess this is how Scandal is. We just rolling with it at this point. So anyway, Charlie is just like really blown by the whole situation, and you can tell that he's just trying to get his bearings and figure out what the hell is going on. I thought it was y'all, it was so cute. The baby started crying because she's like, come meet your baby. You know, he meet the baby started crying, and then her and Papa Pope started singing, oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? I can't do the Britney Spears voice. Something wasn't right. Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. But it's so funny to me how Papa Pope characters, like now Papa Pope, this sweet ass grandpa, when did he kill Fitz? I mean, did he kill Fitz's son like 4 seasons ago? Like, it's a mess. I was just like, okay, whatever. So now he's a sweet and cuddly grandpa, but whatever. They sing the little song and Charlie is jealous. He's clearly jealous because he didn't get to see his birth of his child. Now the first man that your baby is getting to know is Papa Pope and not you. So he felt some type of way about that, and I would have too. I don't blame him for that. Millie finally catches up with Jake and tells him, I know you can't find Olivia because you was asking Secret Service where she was. I need to speak to Olivia to figure out why she did this. I know she did it, and I know it's, but he says, well, it was because of the treaty. It was because she made a deal with the rebels, X, Y, and Z. She said no, because she didn't want Rashad killed. She would have offered them something else. I know it's a reason why Olivia Pope did this. And he said, basically, because bitch, you couldn't keep your damn legs closed. That's why she killed him. And, you know, Millie is pissed, okay? This is like all of this when Olivia is there, none of this stuff happens because Olivia like put her spell over him or whatever. So Olivia is pissed. She's pissed off. So she talks to Cyrus again at some point, and Cyrus basically, you know, tells her, Olivia, she sold you this sisterhood shit. She said this, she said that, girl. She told you all the shit you wanted to hear, right? And you know, Millie was like, bitch, she did say that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bitch. She did say that. I ain't gonna lie, she did tell me we were sister, you wanna? She told me that. You sure right. She played herself. She felt played, and you know he got up and left. So she sends him out of the room. Get out of my office. Get out right now. You know how Millie is. Millie stay talking about she gonna do something. Child and don't ever do nothing or whatever. Even this thing, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Back to Quinn and Papa Pope. They tell Charlie that he has to leave. He cannot stay there because Quinn is safer when she's at the house, because we need to think that Quinn is dead so that Olivia can come to justice. Now, one thing y'all ain't gonna goddamn do is put Olivia Pope in damn jail, okay? I said that last night, and I mean that today and this morning as well. You're not gonna put Olivia Pope in jail. You're not gonna do it. I will not allow it. What the fuck? No, God. I'd rather y'all kill her before you put her in jail. I'm just not here for it, especially with all the stuff everybody else has done. If she going to jail, she better tell on everybody, and that's why I don't understand what this whole I'm gonna prosecute you situation, because Olivia know all your tea. She know everybody tea. So all she gotta do is say, girl, you this, you did this, that, and how did she do all of this? Y'all the ones who was doing it. It's not like Olivia walked up to Rashad and shot him in the head. So how did he get that money? So the whole thing is gonna unravel, so this will never prosper. You understand what I'm saying? Anywho, let's move it right along. Quinn tell Charlie he gotta leave because, you know, she gotta be smart about how she get Olivia back, because she wants justice and every, you know. My thing is, you have your life, you have your son, I mean, you have your daughter, you have your husband. Why don't you just get your ass on it and not be worried about Olivia? But who am I, child? So anyway, so the master plan is on. Charlie decides to leave. He decides to leave in the middle of the night. He goes to the baby's crib, and Papa Pope comes in because the baby start crying, and you know they don't want to wake up Quinn. And so he give him a little baby lesson, how to hold a baby, support his head, you know, X, Y, and Z. It was a real cute little moment between the two of them, and he got the bond. And see that Papa Pope is not really that horrible, because Papa Pope was even like, you can stay till tomorrow morning, like it ain't that deep. And Charlie was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and go because, you know, I'm not good at goodbye. So that's that situation. Now they show Charlie again one more time, kind of thinking about the whole thing and processing, and I feel like Charlie is gonna be the low-key character that's gonna kind of change the game a little bit for us, because he kind of underestimated, and he always come in the clutch. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens with that whole situation. So Olivia finally decides to come out the room, and she says that she's been writing all night, and she wrote a resignation speech. She's gonna resign in the morning on the press briefing, and she tells everybody she's sorry. You know, she realized after all night she still can't admit she's wrong. She's sorry about everything, and you know, she wants to you know, apologize to the person that she needs to apologize to, but she cannot. So she's sorry, she needs to stop. And you know, she gonna do it in the morning. So they decide to let her leave, and as soon as she gets back, she gets to Jake. Jake like, where the hell you been? You know, we've been looking for you. Girl, like, girl, what's going on? Because when Millie brought him in the office, she did say, you know where she been? She been in Vermont. Legs cocked wide open again. Millie was mad because she was screwing up. She thought she was up there screwing Millie ex-husband again. So Millie was low-key mad again, but you know, whatever. He was like, where you been? We've been looking for you, X, Y, and Z. She said, this is what I want you to do. when she looked at him, she looked at her and he said, I need to know if I can trust you. I need to know something, she said to him. And then he was like, why? She said, because I'm about to lose every friend I ever had, you except for you. And so she jumped on the table, started screwing him. I'm like, didn't you just screw Fist like a whole day ago, bitch? So like, your vagina is, whoa, girl. Like, you got a lot going on your vagina, okay? So we need to pray for Olivia's vagina is in danger, girl, okay? Like, girl, you bouncing on a lot of these, honey. Her and Jay get the scoring on the table or whatever. So Olivia has finally picked the side. She on the dog side, baby. So now she's totally horrible or whatever. Now we're supposed to hate her, but I still don't hate Olivia. I mean, I understand what they trying to do. They trying to convince us that, you know, she's horrible and now we can root against her for her downfall. But I can't, after 7 seasons of hoping she get it together, and to see her go out like this is kind of disappointing, but whatever. She do not resign, because the time when they was screwing, she was supposed to be on there resigning, so she did not resign. She's still the person. And so she tells him, did she always say that? She tells him she wanted him to put a kill folder together for Millie and go on back in that office and convince Millie to let her know who is in charge, who run this shit, and bitch, you better fall in line, okay? Or get left behind. So that's what he does. He goes into the office. He tells her, you know, you need somebody that's going to trust you. Here's the kill folder. We're going to expose defiance. We're going to expose this, that, the other, that, blah, blah, blah. Then he starts saying, you need somebody you can trust. You need somebody that listens to you and X, Y, and Z, and they cut away. And then we see Olivia, bam, 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 just walking through the White House, bam, bam, bam. And she gets to that office, honey, and they moving her shit out. She like, what's going on? What's going on? And she get down to the office, and guess what? She fired. Jake done took her job. He snatched her job. Snatched. Now she don't have no job. She out. She has lost all her friends. Every single friend she ever had. Her mama and her daddy and her job. So the redemption, like I was reading the review, they kept calling it the Olivia redemption tour. The redemption tour has to begin now, because she have nowhere to go but up. Or either that or she gonna kill every damn body in herself too, okay? But overall, I thought it was a great episode. Oh, I forgot to mention that Huck, Abby, Fitz, all of them got together, and you know, they was trying to figure out what kind of plan they was gonna do since she played them, and they figured out that if they expose Olivia, and you expose that the government is not run by the government is run by this one woman who decides she want to do whatever she want to do, that the whole system of America is gonna be dismantled, and it just ain't worth it. Fitz like, listen, I ain't got time for this. It's just not worth it. He gets up and leaves. So they ain't going after Olivia, at least not like this. So I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think that Olivia gonna die at the end of the season? Do you think that she's gonna end up in prison? Do you think it's fair for her to end up in prison, you know, being that she did all these things with the help of other people? She is not the only person who has done horrible things. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Alright, I'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.